What's up guys, I'm back. In this video we're going to be talking about NIO and Xpeng. We're going to go over exactly what to expect for these companies for the next few months, for the next few years. What is the new price target? We're also going to be hearing from NIO CEO. He's going to explain to us what is their plan to expand to Europe and other parts of the world, and what is their main goal and target when it comes to their sedan. So we're going to go over and watch that video. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap, and we're going to go over some important economic reports for tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Now I really appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So the biggest important news that came out for NIO after NIO Day was that NIO was going to be doing an offering of 1.3 billion in convertible notes. So this is a massive news. Usually when companies, when their stock price definitely goes up to the upside, they do an offering, and NIO is definitely taking advantage of that. And also in late Monday, so they said they're going to be offering 1.3 billion in convertible notes, split into 650 million in notes due in 2026 and 650 million due the next year after. So the net proceeds will go mostly to general corporate purposes and to further strengthen its cash and balance sheet positions. So this is really fantastic. Maybe in the short term we might see some volatility from the stock in spite of this news that came out. Usually when they announce this, the stocks usually sell off to the downside. So that's exactly what happened. You know, we were talking about this company, of course, that due to the NIO Day, the stock price can potentially be breaking out, making a new 52-week high, making new all-time highs. That was our expectations. As we go into NIO Day, we might see some potential off, but we was really unsure because you never know when these kind of events happen. It can usually be by the rumor, sell the news, but for NIO specifically, it broke out and made a new 52-week high, all-time highs, all the way to $66.99. And that news came out that they're going to be doing an offering, and the stock sold off in after hours. And today's sitting right around $62.47 in after hour trading. So right now, when we look at exactly some new support and resistance price points that we can use for this stock, is basically we can use, the all-time high price that we had for the past few months over here around $56 to $57. So this is going to be definitely going to be the support area we're going to be looking at. So if price definitely sells off to this area, this is definitely a good price point to get involved in it if you're somebody that still have not gotten into NIO and you're just sitting on the sidelines and trying to get involved in it. And of course, you can also use another support area right around over here around $50. And the big support area for NIO, and we talked about it in the past, is that when price actually reaches $40, there's a very, very solid support at $40 moving forward for NIO stock. So in the near future, we might expect the stock price to continue to go higher and higher. Potentially it can go to above $100 within the next few years, maybe in a few months, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Now we're going to go over the CEO is going to explain to us exactly what is their plan, what was their goal for NIO Day, their expansion plan, and what is going to be the next move for NIO. So we're going to be watch this interview, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to go over another company, which is Xpeng. We're going to look at exactly the competition and what is the ideal price point to get involved, and the other stock, which is Xpeng too. So now first, let's check out this video.
What is the significance of the sedan, the ET7 to NIO going forward?
The ET7 is NIO's first self-driving car. It sufficiently shows NIO's capability in autonomous driving, and it's also our first sedan in mass production.
The pricing of the sedan, it's close to about $70,000 before subsidies, so almost twice the price of a Tesla Model 3. Are you concerned at all about the pricing? Are you comfortable with the pricing at this level?
We are always very clear about our target user groups. For example, the price of our ET7 is similar to the ones of the best-selling mid-size or full-size sedans in China, like BMW's 5 Class, Audi A6, Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Their sales numbers are at around 10,000 cars per month. Our strategy for the Chinese market is to provide better products and service at a similar price of gasoline cars. We of course believe, as an autonomous car, it's worth the price as the best vehicle in the premium market in any aspect, from every detail of its design, internal space, to service. In fact, after the launch, many from our user community and media think the pricing is probably a little low.
The competition obviously with Tesla continues to heat up. Do you see the ET7 as putting you and NIO in a different class?
The ET7 is not a car competing with Tesla's Model 3. If comparisons are to be made, it is more of a rival to the Model S. The ET7 is very competitive based on this market position.
In terms of deliveries that we've seen more broadly for NIO,
Yeah.
December the numbers were very good again, more than 100% increase year on year in terms of deliveries.
Yes.
Do you see that pace of sales, that pace of growth continuing this year?
当然我相信
I, of course, believe China's EV market will keep growing this year. NIO is prepared for such growth. China's EV market had a big change last year. The percentage of personal purchase has been increasing, which means EV has become a rational choice for many Chinese consumers.
已经成为很多消费者的一个非常理性的一个选择。
We think it's very positive. We are very confident that NIO has room for growth in terms of our market segment.
我们还有非常大的成长的空间，我们相信我们是非常有信心的。
William, can you update us on your international expansion plans? What are your priority markets and what is the time frame that we're looking at?
我们已经有很明确的计划，在2021
We have clear plans to enter the European market this year. We will gain experience from a specific country and region to understand how to meet the needs of local users, how to introduce NIO's community culture to different countries.
怎么样去把 NIO 的 community 这样的文化
From this perspective, we still have work to do.
国家能够让它去适应不同的用户。
As you saw from the interview, NIO has a definite plan on how they're going to be expanding in the future. And they also have been partnering with NVIDIA that also help the stock price to go higher in the past. So now let's talk about Xpeng. Now, Xpeng stock has also been getting a traction in the past. The stock went all the way up to $74.49 and pulled back all the way down to below $40. Now, right now, sitting in between the 52-week high and the support area right around over here, around $54.30. It's really good price point over here. And the main news that came out for this Chinese electric vehicle company is that the Chinese startup Xpeng gets a $2 billion in credit for a state-owned bank. Another main positive catalyst for Xpeng is that Bank of America sees a big tech edge over any other Chinese AV peers, mainly due to their AD, which is autonomous driving software. So that is really fantastic. They see huge potential for this Chinese electric vehicle company because the stock has definitely been selling off to the downside, especially after they did an offering. The stock eventually started to sell off to the downside. Right now, it's sitting close to $60, edging closer to $60. So if you want to get involved in it right now, you can definitely get involved in it. Definitely closer to the support area around $40 than the 52-week high. So there's definitely more room for this stock to climb higher and higher in 2021. But the first price target for this company is, of course, the 52-week highs or the all-time high price of $74.49. So there's definitely more potential for this. If you see major banks, major analysts like Bank of America, jpmorgan, Goldman Sachs, and if they come out and say more positive things about Xpeng, this can definitely help the stock to go higher and higher. But in the short term for 2021, we might expect if they beat their delivery numbers as they did in 2020, the stock price can definitely be edging closer to the 52-week high. So that's going to be the price target for Xpeng moving forward. So if you want to get involved in it, it's a great risk reward right now. You can risk off of the $40 area and it could potentially hit $74.49, so that's going to be it for Xpeng stock. So now let's talk about exactly what happened to the stock market. We had a relatively flat day. We have Tesla that's been up 4.71%. It had a significant sell-off yesterday, but it recovered today significantly. And we have some major companies, bank stocks like jpmorgan, Bank of America that perform very well. We have the consumer defense, energy stocks that perform really, really well today compared to the other sectors. But the major tech companies, Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft, they did not really contribute that much when it comes to the overall stock market. So for tomorrow, we have some important economic reports we need to be watching at first. So at 8:30 a.m., we have the consumer price index, the core CPI, and also we have at 2 p.m., we got the Philadelphia Fed president. are going to be speaking, and we have the Fed Vice President Chairman Richard is going to be also be speaking about monetary policies and frameworks. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure to drop in the comment section below, and make sure you manage your risk if you want to get involved in any of these companies. That might be volatile a little bit, unless if you just want to buy them and just hold them for the long term. It's not really going to hurt, especially for this electric vehicle stocks that we talked about. So catch you guys on tomorrow's video. So let's get it. Have a wonderful day.